So, you know, there's a lot of emotion when you're writing about something that's happened to you. And I say this to a lot of my older writers. A lot of the people I work with are they start writing around 45 years old, and they've waited that long to tell their story, up to 70. And by the time people get to 70, it's hard, because they can barely remember a lot of what happened to them in their lives. And what happens is you've got all that pent-up emotion. So it almost could become like a therapy session, the book writing. And good books are not therapy session books, right? If you've ever read those books where you're like, oh, maybe the writer could have just done another draft and gotten on the other side of this, because you feel like they're sort of dumping on you a little bit. It's very important to understand the emotions that are connected to your work so that it can drive a different part of, let me go back, drive a different part of the writer side of you that's not just connected to the emotion. I had a card here that had the emotions in them, but I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just, oh, there it is, okay. So what are the emotional beats of the story? Resentment, anger, euphoria, fear, excitement, love, hate, envy, jealousy, desire, joy, nervous, anxious, or despondent. Every story is linked in some way to one, if not more, of these emotions. And if you don't understand that you're trying to get the reader to feel that emotion, and you're still in that emotion for you, they're not going to feel it. All they're going to feel is you working out your emotions. So it's very important to understand what's called emotional beats, is where the emotions are for you first. So then you can get clean on that, and then you can bring it to the reader. And you can say to the reader, I know you feel upset. I know you feel anxious. I've been there too, without being like, I'm emotional and I'm upset, and let's storm the gates together. That doesn't necessarily work in a book.